Hi friends. So today we will learn about some of the count formula. So here is the formula, some formula count formula are there. So first we will learn about the count formula, then we will learn about count A formula, then count blank, count if, count ifs. So we will learn how these formula works and how they can be just beneficial for us for in our day-to-day work. Okay. So I have put this data in separately because so that you can understand each formula in a proper way. Okay. So firstly we will go through the count formula. So what count formula do? So count formula count all the numbers. All the numbers means only numbers. Let's go through. Let's learn. So is equal to count. So if you just see count, and if you just select from here H6 to H17, if you'll see and enter. So here are nines. But if you see how many cells are there where we are containing data, there are 12 cells are there where we are containing data. But it is showing us 9. Why? Because count formula only count the numbers, not the text. There are some text like A, B, C. So let's check manually. Okay. So if you'll see, here are 12 numbers. But out of 12 number 1, 2, 3. 3 are the text. So that is why it is counting only numbers. Okay, second, then it is a count A formula. So what count A formula do? Count A formula count all the numbers as well as text. Let's see how it works. Count A. Select from I6 to I17. Enter. Let's see. It is showing 12. Okay, so it is counting both number and text. So count A. What is the difference between count and count A? So count only the numbers. Count A counts numbers as well as text. But we should be sure about this. Both these formula do not count the blank cells. If there is any blank cells, this formula is not going to count any blank cells. So that is why we have a separate formula named as count blank. This formula count all the blank cells that are there in your range. So let's do the count blank, and select from J6 to J70. Enter. So here are the numbers. Is count is 4. See, just check manually how many blank cell are there. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Okay friends, so you understood what all these three formulas are there and how they work. Then we will go on count if. We have just done with count A, count blank. Now we will do count if and count ifs formula. So here we will do count if formula. So what count if do? Count if just count on the basis of criteria. If you have any criteria, any specific criteria is there, then it's count that on the basis of that criteria. Okay. So if you want to count how many M1 grade is there in this data. Okay. So the first way is we need to just check manually M1, 1, M1, 2 and 3. So this is the first way, but that is very time consuming and it is the small data that we can do manually. But if you are having the large number of data, it is very time taking. But with the help of count if formula, we can count all these grades, whatever is there. So suppose we are looking how many numbers, how many counts are there of M grade. So count, if it is asking for range, what is our range? This is our range. And from this range, we want to count. Okay. And what is our criteria? Our criteria is we want to count M1. You can select M1. Second, M1, enter. So there are three M1 is there. In the same way, if you want to count B3, count if range will be your the from where you want to just bring the data. Select the whole range, then comma, then you can select the grade that you want to count. Enter. So here is the three. If you'll see B3 is there. 1, 2, 3. If you want to change the P3, if you see, we are changing from B3 to B2. Here, if you are seeing, it is going to, because it is automated. Suppose if you want to again increase the B3, then it is saying 3. Then again we want to B3, it is saying 4. So count is just count on the basis of single condition. So if you are having a single condition, then Countif is okay. But if we are having the multiple conditions, we want to just bring the data on the basis of multiple conditions. Okay, then we need to just go through the Countifs formula. Countifs having the multiple conditions. Suppose we want to just bring the data, how many M1 are there in this data, but not only that, we also want to bring how many M1s are there in sales, how many M1s are there in finance, how many M1s are there in the IT department. So we want to count a grade which is having in the different departments, how many M1 grade persons are there in sales, how many M1 persons are there in finance department, how many M1 person are there in the IT department, and that's same for the B3. Okay, let's start the formula. Is equal to count ifs. It is asking for criteria range. So what is our criteria range? Criteria range is this. From where we want to just bring the data. So this is our criteria range. Our first criteria will be grade. So we need to just select the grade completely. The complete range of the grade. Okay. And then again it is asking what is the criteria 1. So criteria is this. Okay. Then criteria 2. What is our criteria 2? Criteria 2 is our department, sales, finance, IT. So what we need to do? We need to just select the department, the range of the department. Okay, comma. Then what is our department? Our department is sales. Sorry, enter. So this is one. If you want to just copy and paste it across, first of all, as I told you, we have to just firstly we need to just fix all these ranges so that it cannot go beyond that. Okay, you need to just fix the ranges with F4 so that if you just copy and paste down, it do not go down. And for this and 6, we have to just fix our column. Here we need to just fix our row. Enter. And if you'll just now if you'll copy and paste it across, then everything is there. If we are having sales to B3, here we have sales. Select firstly we need to what we need to do. We can just check it manually. B2, right? No, B3. B3 it is showing 2. B3 sales to 1 and 2. So this is okay. So this is the way through which you can just check Your you can use your count a, count blank, count if, and count if formula. If you have any doubt, you can just comment me below in my video so that I can just answer your code or answer your comment. Okay. Thank you so much, friends. That's all for today. Thank you. Bye bye.